Hello everyone and happy fall. So fall is quickly approaching. I have my fall setup, which is probably my favorite setup of the entire year because I love fall. Today's video is going to be my Contemporary-A-Thon TBR. The Contemporary-A-Thon is a readathon on September 17th through the 23rd. It is hosted by a myriad of people and all of who I really enjoy, so I would link all of their channels down below. I am very excited to take part of this readathon because I love contemporary books, whether it be YA contemporary, adult contemporary. I just love the contemporary genre. It's probably like my favorite genre of all genres because I just love it so much. In Contemporary-A-Thon, we have 7 challenges and you can use books to fill those challenges. You cannot participate in some challenges. You can try to participate in all of them. You can take one book and make it work for all 7 challenges. You know, kind of readathon rules. So I'm going to share with you all of the challenges and what books I'm pairing up with those challenges. Either way, I'm very excited to participate in the Contemporary-A-Thon, but I'm also very nervous because I have quite an ambitious TBR for it, and it is literally the busiest week of the month that this readathon is happening, so it's gonna be really interesting because in that 1 week, my birthday, which really isn't that big of a deal, but it's just, you know, an event, but you know, it's just a date that's happening during the Contemporary-A-Thon. I have a wedding that I have to photograph for like 10 hours, so that's gonna be a full day. I have my son's birthday, and I have my son's birthday party, so there's a lot going on that week, but I think I could do it because it's a contemporary genre, and I fly through this book, so here's to hoping. So let's go through all of the challenges. So the first challenge is to read a book with orange on the cover. This one I am choosing Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I love them so much. They are some of my favorite authors. It has like a orangish kind of hue right here. It's a adult contemporary chick lit book about Josh and Hazel who are friends and they decide to set each other up with different people, but they end up going home together a lot, and it's like they're friends with benefits, something like that. I don't know. I know I'm gonna really enjoy it because I just really enjoy their writing style and their steaminess of books and just overall their books in general, so I cannot wait to read this one. It's only, let's do a page track for all of these. This is, oh good. It's only 300 pages, so I could probably knock this out if I really tried in one day because it's gonna go by quickly. Next challenge, sorry if my notes are here, is to read a dark, taboo, or spooky contemporary. For that, I am choosing Unwanted Guest by Sherry LaPena. This is a thriller I just recently bought because I have also read another one of her books. I think it was called A Stranger in the House. This one, I picked this one particularly because of its shortness. It's only 288 pages, so I should hopefully read it within a day or two. This is, all I know about this is like, it takes place in winter, which I guess I'm not reading in the right season. It's about this ice storm that happens and all of these guests are stuck in the hotel and there's a murder that happens in the hotel and they can't leave because of the ice storm. So there you have it. I don't want to know too much about it. I just want to go into it kind of blind and hoping for a good mystery thriller time. Next challenge is to read a diverse contemporary, and for this one I'm choosing one that is not quite out yet, and that is Pride by E.B. Zaboy. This is a urban retelling of Pride and Prejudice, which I cannot wait to read. I've never read an E.B. Zaboy book, so I'm very excited for this one. This one does come out on the second day of the Contemporary-A-Thon, so hopefully I will go buy it that day and start it that day. Fingers crossed. Either way, can't wait to read it. The next challenge is to read a book in a non-traditional format. That could be whatever's non-traditional for you, like an ebook, an audiobook, a graphic novel, I guess. If I'm honest with you, I might skip this one because normally I would put an audiobook for this one, but I don't know if I'll be like in the right mindset for an audiobook. I don't know. We'll have to see, but this is one that I might just kind of glaze over. I know it's horrible. I might just kind of find a graphic novel to read. I'm just kind of leaving that blank for now, but maybe to come, maybe not, I don't know. The next challenge is to read a book with your initials on the cover. They could be 1 initial, 2 initials, 3 initials, however many names you have, get your initials on it. And for this one, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm being a little bit weird about it, we'll see. And that is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this has aged nowhere on it because that's my first name is Heather, but I'm gonna make it work because it's got my last initial, D, on here, and it's got another one of my initials, K. So I'm gonna make this work. It's got 2 of my initials, so we're gonna count it. To be honest with you, I just really want to read another Taylor Jenkins Reid book. That's my excuse, so I made it fit. This is about a girl named Emma who marries her high school sweetheart, Jesse. Jesse's a production assistant on a nature documentary, and he goes on this assignment, and then his helicopter goes missing over the Pacific. So Emma's world changes, and then I guess in a span of I don't know how many years, Emma runs into kind of an old flame named Sam, and she finally finds happiness again, and then her and Sam get engaged, and then surprise, Jesse is found alive, and he is coming home. What shall Emma do? I don't know, but I'm gonna read to find out. The next challenge is to read a new to you author. This one I'm going with The Geography of Lost Things by Jessica Brody. I love this cover. This is a YA contemporary book about a girl named Allie whose father died and she was never really close to him, and then he leaves her behind his 1968 Firebird convertible, and she doesn't really want it because it reminds her of her dad and she doesn't want to be reminded of her dad, and she sells it, but then she has to drive it up the Pacific coast to deliver to the person who sold it. Only problem is she doesn't know how to drive a stick shift, so her ex-boyfriend Nico does, and of course it becomes a road trip. So this one is definitely the longest one for sure. I'm reading this one, taps in, and like, what am I saying taps in? It's not a wrestling match. This one is, oh my goodness, how many pages are you? This one's 450 pages, so it's quite a long contemporary, but again, it's a contemporary, and if it's good, I'm gonna fly through. The last challenge is to read a 5-star prediction. So out of all of these, the only ones I think that are probably going to be 5 stars for me, or a possibility of a 5-star, is One True Loves by Taylor Jacobs Reid, because I loved Evelyn Hugo so much. I love her writing style, so I'm really hoping this will be a 5-star, or Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, because I just love her books so much. I've never given one of her books a 5-star, but this could be one of them. But these are the two I think fit this category the most of like a 5-star prediction for me for sure. There you have it. Those are all the books I'm planning to read for the Contemporary-A-Thon. So total, that is 5 books minus Pride, because I don't have that quite yet. 5 books in 1 week is quite ambitious for me because I average around 2, maybe 3 if I'm feeling really good. So 5 is gonna be quite a stretch, but you know what? We're gonna do it. It's contemporary books. I'm hoping I will fly through all of these. The only one that I think is gonna worry me the most is The Geography of Lost Things, just because of its size. Every one of these is pretty reasonably short, so that should be easy. So if you're interested in participating in the Contemporary-A-Thon, I will leave all the links down below for the creators and their announcements and things like that. I can't wait to participate, and I hope that it'll be a good time and I get all my reading done. Also, be on the lookout. I will have a Contemporary-A-Thon vlog when the week is over, so you can see a little sneak peek into my life of how busy it's going to be that week, because it's going to be a lot. So probably going to be a lot of personal stuff in there as well as reading. I hope that's okay, so be on the lookout for my vlog too. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.